headquarters in New York. This is Market Makers with Eric Schatzker and Stephanie Ruhle.
It's going to be happy hour here on Market Makers. We will have an expert mixologist showing us
3 Michelin stars mixologists.
That's what we're going to be drinking Oscar night and today. Stay with us. You're watching Market Makers. Welcome back to a very special segment here on Market Makers. While you might not be anywhere near the red carpet Sunday night for the Oscars, it doesn't mean you can't party like an A-lister, storied mixologist, founder of Creative Cocktails Consultants, and author of Craft Cocktails. Brian Van Flandern joins us now with 3 Oscar-worthy libations you can enjoy during the Academy Awards. And believe me, they are meant to leave you shaken and stirred. Brian, welcome. You know, while we might say not everybody loves watching the Oscars, this is a reason to love the Oscars.
Of course. I mean, there's only 3 times to get dressed up, you know, funerals, weddings, and the Oscars, right? I mean,
I like to drink it all 3, actually.
Exactly.
But cocktails has become a serious business, hasn't it?
It has. We've seen bartending has transformed from a transitional job over the last 70 years. In the last 10 years, we're seeing that the best bartenders in the world are emulating the great chefs. And it's actually becoming a very rewarding and lucrative career.
Now, why do you say 70 years? Was bartending a respectable vocation?
Well, technically 80 years. 80 years would be 1933, and we think about that, that was the end of Prohibition in this country. So Prohibition killed the cocktail because prior to Prohibition, making great cocktails was an emerging culinary art form, and we're only just now rediscovering that lost art.
So it's taken
right,
80 years for you to recover your halo.
Exactly.
I am ready to rediscover it with you. Help us.
Excellent. All right. Well, obviously, in honor of the Oscars, we're going to have a couple different cocktails. Our first cocktail, in honor of Captain Phillips, we're doing a cocktail called the Deep Blue Sea. It's a riff on the classic Cointreau Ricky. We're going to take some blueberries. Just take a handful of fresh blueberries, throw them in a glass there. Some fresh mint leaves. Blueberry and mint always goes well together. And then, of course, fresh squeezed lime juice. Fresh is the key. You have to have fresh.
None of this mix out of a bottle.
Yes, that's actual sacrilege. And then from that, we're going to add a little bit of Cointreau. And normally, when we think of vodka, gin, tequila, and rum, Cointreau is a triple sec. It's the original triple sec, but it's 40% alcohol by volume, and it's made with sugar beet juice, or rather sugar beet sugar, as well as
opposed to sugar cane sugar.
Sugar cane sugar. Sugar beet's actually a cleaner, more crisp sugar. And then, of course, it uses macerated bitter and sweet oranges. And so that, with the fresh lime juice, is going to balance it out. And now we actually have a very nice and pleasant
When did Cointreau become popular again? And is it threatening, vodka's bigger things that people drink every day?
That is an old school libation.
Yeah, it is. It was, it's been around for well over 100 years, since the 1800s.
But it hasn't been popular in a few years.
Well, you know what? Our grandparents used to drink it, but here's the thing. Nowadays, it's so chic to get back into those retro spirits, which were made of the highest quality before high fructose corn syrup, before artificial flavors and colors and all of that stuff. And it's actually really well made. It's a very well made distillate. So we're going to shake it up. Got to smile when you're shaking it. There you go.
This is the cocktail moment.
Bring it. We're ready.
Get your hips in there. Yeah, there you go. So this is not the first time you've done this. And then what we're going to do.
It is neither the first time I've had a drink or shaken my hips, so let's go.
I want to add a little bit of, after we shake, we never do it before shaking, we're going to add a little bit of club soda or a little seltzer water. And finally, we're going to pour that back in and double strain into our glass.
I'm excited, are you?
Yes.
This is a very, very tasty cocktail.
Yeah.
This is
called the Deep Blue Sea, inspired by Captain Phillips?
Exactly, right. And really, I think it's called that.
Look.
Oh, sorry. You know what? I'm going to let you.
I call it
now that I heard that being a bartender is such a coveted job, I'm trying to get my hand in here. If it's good enough for Tom Hanks, it's good enough for me.
We really call it that because when you drink it, it's going to hijack your taste buds. So.
All right.
But
All right, what's next? Delicious.
That is delicious.
It goes down easy, right?
Delicious. All right, what's
like
next?
A good cocktail.
This next one, mixologists like to use big ice. Look at these big ice cubes.
Love big ice cubes.
And we want to do that because what it has is greater surface area.
This is not
that
from
one's
your
going
average,
in your drink.
I mean, like, are you kidding me? Yeah.
We're
All
going to
right,
take some
let's roll.
Angostura cocktail bitters. I'm making, it's normally one dash. We're going to do two dashes.
What's this called?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, of course. This is called the, this is our Black Monday cocktail.
In honor of?
The Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes,
of course. Because, of course, Leonardo DiCaprio loses his job on Black Monday. So we go ahead and pour in this is a quarter ounce, or rather a half an ounce of maple syrup.
All right, maple syrup.
Just a little sweetness to it.
Canada's most famous export.
And the key,
There you go.
we're going to use a really wonderful Barbados rum. This is the Mount Gay Black Barrel. They actually age it in extra thick charred whiskey casks. And it's Barbados is where the birthplace of rum is. This is a sugarcane molasses rum. And unlike other cocktails, like a good Manhattan or a whiskey, we want to stir our cocktail. Anybody who says you shake your Manhattans or your James Bond got it all
see
wrong.
everybody what's going on here.
I just finished mine.
Yes, Stephanie's
and it's
is
so
gone.
good. You know what? I'm actually going to officially polish it up. So whomever I'm having lunch with today, better get excited. Yeah.
All right. And finally,
I'm not kidding. This was off the charts. All right, here we go.
this one.
Rihanna and rum coming from Barbados. Here we go.
Yes, indeed. And there's one little final garnish to this one that I think you guys are really going to like. We want to flame a little lemon peel over the top.
All right.
And what you do is you cut off about a $1/2 size of lemon peel. And we're going to light a match.
Oh.
And what happens is
Leonardo DiCaprio, because he's so hot.
we've got our fire extinguisher on standby. All we're going to do is we're going to flame the peels on top of there.
Woo!
And those oils are going to really increase the aromatics. And it's going to make this... Now get your nose in there. Go ahead and smell that.
I'm smelling it. I'm not just smelling it, I'm drinking.
Yeah, drink it.
Oh, yes.
And you got
All
that
right,
big
here we go.
spherical ice cube in there, too. It's going to really taste...
Barbados.
Cheers,
Good enough for Rihanna, good enough for me. Here we go. Last one, you've read, wow.
Yeah.
I think I just got hair on my chest.
I think that would... Meanwhile,
Okay,
Eric's
listen,
hair just came off.
Listen, we don't have time to repair this one, but what is the name of this third one? This one looks more like my style. What's it called?
This is called Suspended Gravity.
Suspended Gravity in honor
Of Gravity.
of Gravity.
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock, good luck Sunday night.
We have some
Clooney, too.
Piper Heidsieck champagne with some Remy Martin cognac and just a little bit in there with a lemon twist and a sugar cube.
Brian, we want everybody to know that the recipes for all of these cocktails are going to be tweeted out by me and Stephanie, so everybody, with a little adventure, you
For
can
your
make them for
Oscar
yourself
party at home Sunday night, you can have them. Listen, it looks like everybody's going to win big. Brian, thank you so much for joining us, the
My
king
pleasure.
of craft cocktails.
Brian Van
Stay with
Flandern.
us. This is Market Makers on Bloomberg TV.